champions here. Anyway, set number 2 is going to be HoeJJa coming out for KT Rolster. Is it just me or just like really slow? Is this like choppy? Not really sure what's going on here. I'm just gonna assume that this is fine for now. And hold on. Alright, maybe it's fine. Anyway, it looks like Best coming out for SKT, so it's gonna be another PVZ here. And you see, now Best knows. You see, if Sue told us in the interview just now, you gotta dye your hair if you want them APMs, and Best has done exactly that. You see, Best, he took the advice from Coach Hyuk and he dyed his hair, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna have show us a pretty sick game. HoeJJa looking pretty serious. HoeJJa, of course, extremely Gosu in playoffs and not so Gosu in regular season. Last season, I think he was actually undefeated in playoffs. He went like, what, 6-0, 7-0, something absolutely ridiculous in the playoffs matches. But usually he's not very good. Someone actually just mentioned Best versus July. Yes, that was an amazing finals. Everybody go watch that one. Actually, what year was that? That was an OSL finals, right? I think that was an OSL. I don't know what year. I watched that one live too. Actually, I think Best versus July might have been the first OSL finals I watched live. Maybe 08? Yeah, it must have been the first one I watched live then, because I got into the scene around 08. Ever 08. Check it out, guys. Anyway, you see, these commentators, none of them dyed their hair. That's why they're clearly cut out to be commentators and not players. Well, that's not really fair, because I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait, that's Go Rush on the left, right? So I shouldn't say that. Oops. Yeah, this is how we're gonna do some analysis first, or something. I don't know, maybe this guy's just like telling his life story. Maybe he's actually hitting on the lady commentator, and we just can't really tell. It's like, will you please go out with me tonight? She's like nodding her head.
또 이게 분위기가 또 어떻게 달라질지 모르기 때문에 말씀하신 대로 SK텔레콤 T1은 진짜 도재욱 선수에게 많은 기대를 걸 수밖에 없는 상태. 자, 그러나 이번 시즌 늘 언제나 고강민 선수는 포스트 시즌에 가야 힘이 나는, 사실 정규 시즌에는 이상하게 왜 이렇게 뭔가 안 될까라는 생각이 들었던 선수인데 이번 시즌의 분위기 다르단 말이에요.
그렇죠. 이제 뭐 주장을 맡았다라는 점에서도 보통 이제 주장을 하는 선수들이 좀 책임감을 느끼고 뭔가 이제 팀을 위해서 열심히 한다라는 그런 생각들을 많이 하거든요.
네.
Alright. Blah 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 blah.
보겠습니다. 고강민과 도재욱의 두 번째 세트 가겠습니다.
You know, their wardrobes are fairly boring today compared to usual. What happens to like the usual, purple shirt and yellow tie or something? Wasn't one of the guys wearing that the other day? The middle guy? Guy with the glasses? Anyway, game number 2 on some map that's covered by the banner. Alright, I'm gonna try and get the colors right this time. It's gonna be Jade. Is this Jade? Goddamn, please don't let me actually be minimap blind. Okay, no, we're on Jade. Woo! Man, I was like really focusing hard this time. Alright, I think it's bluish, kind of. Anyway, HoeJJa will be the white Zerg in the bottom left. And Best will be the Protoss in the bottom right. With his nice old man hair. I wonder if like Best just woke up one morning and saw like a single gray hair and he just freaks out. He's like, oh my god, I'm getting old, and he just like tries to hide it, so he dyes his entire head gray. Man, I mean, it's like not even like bright or shiny. It's just like dull gray thing. Anyway, interesting pylon positioning there at the front. On this map, it is quite difficult to wall the top left and bottom right positions, so I'm actually very interested to see how Best walls this off, so that I can copy it if I ever play in that position. He might do like forge on the left with one gap for a cannon and then gateway above it, kind of like the destination wall off, but backwards, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it was overpull from HoeJJa. I almost said Sue there. But, see, that guy knows what's up. Yeah, yellow hair for the win. Super Saiyan hair. Oh, we're lagging. This time it's not a direct stream, by the way. This time it's Vast QQ's restream. It's lagging. It's not my fault. That's alright. Thanks to him though for letting me use this. And yeah, it looks like that's exactly what's going on here. So forge is going to be there. There is a or I guess a 2 hex gap between the forge and the pylon that you can put a cannon in, and you'll put the gateway on top of that. It'll be tight with the forge. It'll be tight on the right side, I believe, and then it'll cover the cannon. That was a rather amusing shot. So it looks like he actually left a 1.5 hex gap though. So I don't think can you fit 2 cannons in there? No, you can't. You can only fit 1.5 cannons in there. So now I don't like this wall anymore. Well, I mean, it's not bad, it's just like not space efficient. Now he's gonna have like a random gap there. But I mean, I guess it's better to put the forge a little bit further left so that there's a smaller gap on the left side. He's actually gone for 2 cannons here first. It wasn't a 9 pool, was it? Actually, it may have been. Was that actually a 9 pool? Can somebody tell me in the chat? Can somebody actually just commentate for me in the chat? I'll just like read what you type. Oh shit, get the gateway! Oh shit, that's not good. Oh, he does. No, he's gonna block it. No, he's not gonna block it. He does cancel the second cannon though. That's a good idea. It's a good move. And that is bad news bears for Best. He doesn't even have a pylon in the main. Oh, whoa! 1 Zergling going down already. It must have been quite damaged there from that run by. So 2 Zerglings left. But with pro gamer level control, those 2 Zerglings could do a lot here. 1 probe already down. That is 1 probe too many. And look at this, he keeps having to pull probes off, like so they don't get sniped off, so he's losing mining time here every time he does that. It's like he's getting his gas now, but look at this. Basically 3-4 probes cannot be mining right now. So he has on the gateway on top wall up there. It's already too late. I wonder if it would have been better for him, or rather I know it would have been better for him if he made the gateway instead of the second cannon. Because the second cannon wasn't even finished by the time the Zerglings got into the main. So instead of that, he could have just walled it off properly and just had 1 cannon. Which is actually more common. I'm not sure why he freaked out and made 2 cannons. I mean, you know, he saw 6 Zerglings, so he's like, alright, I don't want to die to a bust. But his gateway was not quite in time. I'm sure actually if we look at the replay and you look at the mineral count, he was probably like at 130 minerals or something, like just not enough to make a gateway when the Zerglings went in. So it's probably just really nice timing from HoeJJa. But looks like there's a probe going into the base here. Gonna check out what HoeJJa's doing. It is just some standard stuff going up to lair, getting the top left natural as his 3rd, and his Zealot's gonna start chasing around these Zerglings, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for him to get another kill. Ooh, almost getting that probe, I think. 1 more hit on the probe, but no, he's gonna try and dodge it. And only 1 Zergling left to kill him. I'm sure HoeJJa will be keeping an eye on that damaged probe and trying to get it, but he's actually sending out more Zerglings. Only 1 cannon. The Overlord, I think, actually got close enough to see that the second cannon was cancelled, and so now he's going for a big attack with Zerglings, and look at that, the gap on the left side of the forge is too big to block with 1 Zealot. The other Zealot too busy chasing the Zergling in the main base. This could actually be terrible. I think Zergling's speed is also finished here. He's going to go for a bust or a run by. Either one would actually work beautifully, and that is not an ideal time to lag. And looks like, yeah, it is just going to be a run by here. Oh, he's also going to grab the Zealot at the bottom of the ramp. I was going to be like buffer into no more wall or something. Anyway, it looks like 1 Zealot gets picked off. 4 Zerglings, Speedlings now in the main base, but a Dragoon is out. That Dragoon is going to help immensely in dealing with this. Yeah. and it looks like he's also building a cannon in the main base. It seems a little bit scared to me, but I mean, he would need the cannon fairly soon anyway, just as a standard timing, just to protect his Stargate from Scourge and protect himself from Muta, so I think that's actually not too bad. And when I say protect Stargate from Scourge, I obviously don't mean that the Scourge could actually attack the Stargate. I do mean that Zergs, if you don't have a cannon there, will just camp Scourge over your Stargate and pick off Corsairs as they pop, which can be extremely annoying. But the Zergling does see everything, and the Zergling actually sees the Cybernetics core spinning. That is quite crucial here. He saw the core spinning, so he knows +1 air weapons is on the way. It could have been a fake, maybe, but probably not. I don't know. Anyway, +1 ground weapons is also on the way here. That Forge is spinning as well. Maybe doing some +1 Sayer, +1 speed launch shenanigans here. Perhaps, unless he cancelled the +1 air weapons. I think it would have been a really nice trick to like fake +1 air weapons while the Zergling was alive, and then cancel it when the Zergling dies and like switch into mass speed lots. But no, he's just gonna let it finish. And okay, back away. Meanwhile, still just one gas for the Zerg. He's got something at the top left, which makes me think he's gonna take a relatively quick 4th base here. He's got no Sunkens yet, just good Sim Cities. Macro hatches at his natural on his 3rd, and it looks like he's going to catch these Protoss units in the middle of the map, going after the Zealots. And will he take them down? It looks like he will. Basically trading away a control group of Zerglings for those Zealots and Dragoon. I think that's definitely worth it for him. I think that was a bit of a bad attack by Best, considering his +1 attack is on the way but not finished yet. Of course, with +1 attack, the Zealots will 2-shot the Zerglings instead of 3-shot them. It's the same principle as in StarCraft 2. So, or I guess I should say the same principle carried over from Brood War-ish. They have like the same attack values, so that's why it works. Anyway, +1 air weapons not quite done yet, adding on a few more gateways and Templar archives. But look at this, you see the 4th base is already up now for HoeJJa. Doing the good old 6-hatch here. What does this build harm? 6-hatch +1 air carapace to stop the Corsairs, and then using Muta Scourge or something like that. Either way, hydrogen done. 3rd gas coming. Some nice Scourge here to stop Corsairs or shuttles. And looks like another set of Scourge is going to come in here, scout around here. It's a very nice thing about Scourge. They're super speedy, although they do have a very small sight radius. No Corsair for you. Did you see +1 finish though? I'm not sure. I think +1 might have been done around that time. So if he like left clicked on one of the Corsairs and saw +1 done, that would have been a good indication that at least he knows. I mean, he saw the Cybernetics core spinning earlier, but then he would know for sure that it wasn't like a fake upgrade. And it looks like, yeah, the upgrade is in fact done. Meanwhile, nothing else in the Protoss space. I'm just thinking now, that earlier Zealot loss is actually probably a bigger deal than it looks, because the problem is, you know, with that +1 finishing on both your air and your ground, you know, you can set up some nice timings where you just come out with a bunch of Corsairs and Zealots and go for the attack, but suiciding those initial Zealots means that he basically has lost that timing now. He can't actually do like a big +1 mid-game attack before the Zerg is really on his feet. So you can see +1 attack is done, but all you can do is run out with like 1 DT that's actually going to get sniped here. Wow, HoeJJa actually playing really, really well. Look at that. I think he might even get it, but no, the Zealots are going to come out and trying to save it. No, he will lose the DT. Alright, time to switch back to my own VLC. Oh, wait, no, he's back. We have 2 streams! What do? What do? Panic! Panic! Oh man, what's happening? Why are there no cannons? Why are Hydras killing everything? Actually, no. It looks like HoeJJa just went for a bust here because Best just didn't have anything. When you go for +1 Sarah, +1 speed lot, your Templar tech is obviously a little bit delayed because you're spending so much gas in your Corsairs. So HoeJJa just hit a very nice timing here before before Best had enough storms to really defend himself, and I mean now he has storms, but he doesn't have the cannons to support. Although it looks like with a good number of zealots there, he will probably be able to just hold on for a little bit. But I mean, if you look at the bottom right, you can see the supplies are basically even. That is many Scourge. That is many Scourge, ladies and gentlemen. But the Corsairs should be able to deal with it, and they're not getting the best angle. Oh man, what? Wow, I can't believe so many of those Scourge landed. I also can't believe Best was not stacking those Corsairs. I think that played a huge part in that. If he had those all stacked with a probe trap somewhere, I think he would have taken a lot less damage from that, because of course the Corsairs do splash damage. So when the Scourge all run in a line like that, you can just like take down almost infinite number of Scourge, or at least you should be able to. Usually a Zerg player wants to get like a flank with his Scourge, or support them with a Muter or something, but that was quite surprising. It's also a good job by HoeJJa. It looked like he actually split his Scourge manually, didn't just like A-move them. Otherwise they would have all kind of like hit themselves or suicided themselves on the leading Corsairs, but he definitely did some manual spreading there to maximize the damage, kill as many Corsairs as possible. So now Best no longer has his air fleet. He's kind of like, he's lost his wall. All he's got is like this random group of speed dots running around. Look at this, HoeJJa actually hasn't even made any static defenses. This is really, really cool stuff from HoeJJa. Just defending purely with units, saving his money, saving his drones, and I really, really like that. I mean, it is slightly risky, but in this case, it's working just fine. And now Mutas and Hyde just killing the Zealots in the middle of the map. There is one DT being dropped into the main base. Best gonna try the good old, you know, when behind, make a DT, and it's gonna kill a lot of drones here. There's an Overlord there. It's not quite in position though, and HoeJJa is not paying attention. This DT is gonna kill every single drone in the main base. Oh man, Dark Templars are a fair unit. Oh god, these things are pretty balanced. Anyway, oh, and looks like, look at this, Best even was paying attention, doesn't let the DT hit one of the buildings, because if that DT hit a building, HoeJJa would have got the warning that his, you know, your forces are under attack. But he didn't let it hit a building, but it doesn't matter actually. Oh, he might even get rescued! Get to the chopper! And then the chopper goes down. Oh, the chopper went down, but that's okay, the DT got out anyway. That DT is a survivor, man. That guy's a survivor. Look at that. He gets 14 kills and he just escapes anyway. Oh, Mutilus. Pretty imba. Alright, observers on the way. I didn't actually see any lurkers though. Alright, now I see some lurkers. But yeah, it's interesting. HoeJJa did like a not a late Muta switch, but he just made like a control group of Muta, most likely just for sniping High Templars and whatnot. Since he killed most of the Corsairs, he's actually safe in doing this. He also, of course, does have +1 air carapace, which helps a lot against +1 Corsairs. And slideshow mode. Man, one day I think I'm gonna cast an entire series from like an actual PowerPoint slideshow, but I'm gonna like pretend it's the stream. I'll just have it like full screen, and I won't tell you guys. I'll just pretend it's the stream. Oh wait, hold that thought. The Muta's going in. They're trying to snipe some High Templar. There's 4 High Templar here. The Corsairs are trying to stop them. 1 High Templar goes down. 2 High Templar down. 3. Oh, he gets a storm off though, but there go all the High Templar, and these Dragoons are not going to do very well against Hydralisks without storm support. Oh man, they're going to take down these few Hydras. It looks like there are just enough. So Best's going to hold here, but I mean goddamn, HoeJJa's mining away on his 4 bases. He doesn't really care, and he's now going to go for an attack. The Lurker's coming in here, Scourge coming in, everything coming in. And there's no High Templar here, even though the Protoss has the high ground, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, Best is so dead here. He's down to 70 supply against a 90 supply of HoeJJa. And HoeJJa, you know, I made fun of him. I was like, you know, he's not very good. He can only play well in playoffs, but he's actually dominating Best right now. And do also keep in mind that Best has yellow hair. Or not really yellow. He has non-black hair, shall we say. He's colored his hair and he's still losing. So clearly HoeJJa's got some sick magical skills here. Anyway, so Best kind of has to work on his GG timing a little bit here. Get that probe snipes. He's gonna try and just kill Overlords and win. Yeah, that's not gonna work, bro. Man, look at that map vision, by the way. Just look at the mini-map. Look at how much vision HoeJJa has, just of everything. That is really, really sweet. Unfortunately, he is going to lose some of these spotting overlords to these Corsairs. Best is trying to be as obnoxious as possible before losing the game, as Protoss players are wont to do. Not as much as Terran players, though, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So Best is about to get mined out here. He's got about, you know, just under 300 minerals per patch at his natural, and his main is basically dry. And he can't get a third, so I think he's just gonna like try one huge all-in attack, and then it's not gonna work, and he's gonna GG. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. Alright, let's see. Can I be right one time? One time? He might lead with a couple of storms as well. Or he's just gonna try and kill as many overlords as possible. Which is not bad, actually. He's actually supply blocked HoeJJa now at 111 of 102. Which I'm sure is quite annoying. But, ooh, there's a breakout. Maybe? I saw a couple of storms there, but nice observer snipes there for HoeJJa, and man, this contain is so brutal. Oh god, this is so horrible for the Protoss. Oh man, the Hydra's even moving in, trying to snipe some High Templar, but no, they do get stormed to pieces. But HoeJJa just has so many units coming in, it doesn't even matter. Plenty of lurkers morphing. I just don't see what Best can do here. He's gonna lose his last Corsairs, and he's got no observers, so he can't actually attack now. I think the observer's gonna come, he's just gonna attack and die. And we can go on to game 3. Maybe. Best, I know you can do it. Maybe his G key's broken. Maybe Best's G and P keys are both broken, so he can't do anything now. Oh, no, he's going to attack. His A key's not broken, though. His A key is working well. The observer gets sniped, though. He can't see the lurkers anymore. Oh, God, that is such an annoying tactic. Oh, man, HoeJJa, is that really necessary? Do you really have to kick the guy while he's down? Oh, there's a second observer now. You're leading with the Dragoons. That's what you should do. You want to lead with the Dragoons with High Templar supporting them with storms, but not when you're this outnumbered. Oh dear. Oh Best. GG! HoeJJa evens up the score 1-1, and we will go to a third and deciding game for the brutal portion of the match.
분명히 커세어가 중간중간 활약하지 못했었던 이런 점은 아쉽기는 합니다만은 본진 앞쪽에 닥터블러 하나가 들어가서 드론 12킬 이상 기록하고 그리고 나서 이제 시간 제대로 끌어주면서 상대방의 초반 공세도 맞고 이랬습니다만은 이 고강민 선수의 가위바위보 싸움 툭싸움에는 따라가지 못하면서 프로토스라는 종족의 약점이 이런 거구나라는 것을 다시 한번 되새겨주는 이런 고강민 선수의 플레이가 너무나도 멋지네요. 저그 입장에서 정말 프로토스를 잡는 최고로 시원한 경기 고강민 선수가 오늘 다시 한번 또 보여주면서 지난 결승전 다시 한번 끝까지 참을 느낄 수 있구나 생각이 되네요. 고강민과 우주우의 대결 고강민 선수가 승리를 가져가면서 K0 스톱